Welcome back to Prehistoric Kingdom. We're going to go ahead and put in another exhibit or two over in this section of the park. Get a sauropod and a carnivore in here at least somewhere. So I've gone ahead and started by putting in this path around this exhibit for us. Let's see. Let's see what happened with our loan. That's a good thing to look at. Yeah, so the loan is gone. Just disappeared. So we got tons of free money. Okay, so loans, if you log out, they reset and are completely broken, so that's great. Also, settings in the game don't really seem to save either. Like my snap settings, I have to redo every time I log back in, which is a little unfortunate. So we'll have to make sure that we don't abuse the loan system going forward until that's fixed. We had a little bit of a weird hill here I'd like to smooth out. Nope, that's being very weird with that fence there. Okay, well, let's not worry about that too much. Oh god, I think we just make it worse. The more we do stuff with it, the worse it gets. Alright. You know what? Just don't look that closely at that part of the park and it's fine. Alright, so let's go ahead. I guess first things first is look at our excavations. Decide what we want to grab. So I'm thinking Argentinosaurus at some point. We need money for that. 2 mil. And then maybe Tyranno? The big bitch herself? Probably. Looks like we got one American dig site, and then we got the Tarbo dig. I might do the Tarbo. Oh yeah, because then we get the Styracosaurus, which is cool. Let's do this. Oh, except, yeah, the lock behind point cost, so we just got to get some points. 6,000, 8,000. Okay. Well, then in the meantime, we'll just work on some enclosures. I guess we'll let this run while we do this. Yep, everybody's going about third day. Let's grab some big tough fence. I'm inclined to kind of connect it to what's existing here, but that might not exactly be the play. Why don't we do angle snap on, please. Defaults to off for everything. Yeah, you know what? Why don't we follow the same front length here, kind of? And then, not enough funds. How expensive is this damn fence? Super expensive. Okay. Well, we're going to put a little passage in here so it doesn't connect up to the low security fence. So let's just do something like that. And then at least get our guideline in there. That is big fence for sure. Okay. Well, we'll make this the Tarbo Enclosure. And we'll put probably like Argentinosaurus over in here, and then maybe Styracosaurus down here on the riverfront. Or maybe Argents on the riverfront would be. Argentinosaurus would be cool on the riverfront. Yeah, and then maybe like a smaller exhibit in here for Styracosaurus. Because the Tarbo exhibit might have to stretch down here a ways. Or around the corner even. So yeah, I think we'll have to keep an eye on that. Let's go fast mode. There's our points rocketing up. Okay. Calm down, points. So there's our Tarb. Oh, the Styracosaurus is labeled as piscivorous. Protoceratops is labeled as like an insectivore, it looks like. Same with you. Interesting. What about the other guys over here? Strictly herbivorous. Fruit for the para. Fruit for the lambe. Okay. I don't know if it matters. On the mixed exhibits, we'll leave them alone, I guess. We're waiting for another 6,000 to start unlocking Styracosaurus skins. Okay. And of course the money to like. Okay, we got $1 million now. Let's get this exhibit. Well, probably honestly not finished, but we'll certainly work on it. Yeah, the rate at which that takes money away from me is pretty extreme. Not gonna lie. We can also look at our towers. You probably want one of these guys in here, I'd say. Snap on, please. Shit. There we go. The viewing binoculars are up there. I don't actually know how much that matters in practice. Guess we'll go ahead and slap one of you down here and one of you down here. And then let's put some pathing on the front, I suppose. Because right now they're kind of isolated and off in the middle of nowhere. Ah, rotates. See, now this should snap together, but when I highlight this, yeah, it only lets me delete the whole thing. I thought it was better than that last time we did it, but I don't remember. Maybe we never actually like went to connect corners up like that. It's entirely possible. Lamp. I like lamp. Zzz. There's a lamp. There's a lamp. And a lamp. And a lamp. Oh, you're pretty close to the path here, but we'll still stick one there. Okay. Slap down another bathroom in here. Maybe get rid of the weird leaves that are always under it. There we go. Nice sandy bathroom. That's what you all want. Sandy bathrooms. Oh, and these guys got to be lowered. I actually don't know if they have to be lowered, but they certainly look bad if we don't. Okay, how are we doing on money? We have some. We have some money. There we go. Theoretically accessible. We've got awkward trees in the way. Let's clear those. Because otherwise they look just awful, clipping through the paths like this. That one there can stay. I don't mind that tree. That particular tree. Looks like the rest of this is pretty good. Okay. Yes. I need to remember to spend my points before they cap out. Oh, wait, that was 3K. This one was cheaper. Wait, these are both 3. Was the first one more expensive? I have no idea. Points accumulate pretty damn fast here. The science points. I'm kind of curious about doing like a speedrun park build on challenge mode here to see if we can like do this super fast. Build a successful park really quickly. That's probably what we're going to do for our next park build. I'm probably going to go back to JWE 2 for a park first before we come back to PK, which also gives it another, you know, week or two to to cook a little bit if they want to add some, make some changes, some hot fixes and stuff. We can wait for that then. Nobody using these towers, but there's probably no reason for them to use these towers currently. So understandable. Everybody else seems to be having a fine time. We can check, probably should check our ratings. A little bit of cleanliness, but not bad. Okay, so the exhibits are pretty much self-sustaining now with dung beetles, that we don't need to clean them really. Which is nice. This is the amount of money it takes to build this big security pen is a bit upsetting. See, but you guys got some bookie right there. Let's slap down a dung beetle nest near there. Oh, and then they just immediately start cleaning it up. Excellent. Okay. Yeah, so I wonder if you need, just generally speaking, a lot of dung beetles to, like, maintain an exhibit with a lot of herbivores in it. That could be the case. It would make some sense. It also seems like there's some kind of a timer involved, a delay, before the dung beetles like really do clean the place up. Sorry, is that a giant pile of shit? Oh, that's our termite nest. I was trying to remember, trying to figure out what I was looking at there. Alright, I think everything else is pretty good. $2 million. Well, we don't really need to finish this exhibit right now because we won't have the money to incubate an egg either. How much is a Tarbo? Oh geez, the walk cycle is fast forwarded on this menu too. That's really awkward. $1 million. I'd like at least a pair. I like the waddle. That's a nice waddle. A little more explicit of a waddle than the Lost World male Tyrannosaur has. That's pretty cool. I dig it. As somebody who has been around chickens in his life, I'll take it. Okay. Yeah, so we need like, I mean, we can put them out one at a time. That's not bad by any means. We'll probably sit here now for a little bit, pause, and stockpile some cash. So, turns out the mini aviaries are bugged, and all of our Archaeopteryxes were gone. I bred in 6 new ones in here now, so we've once again got them in here at least. I'm mildly curious, thinking about it, if we can... okay, we could paint some foliage and stuff in here. So we could play around a little bit with the style. It doesn't seem like... yeah, there's not much you can do with these in general, it seems like. And they're kind of weird, it seems. What is the white bar on that? Capacity... maybe? Are these just toggles? Increase or decrease the temperature. Sure. Did the... oh, okay. We've got a little bird feeder and a little birdhouse in there now. That's neat. These guys just seem to sit on the tree branches wherever they kind of spawn and not do anything, but... you know what? We know that we gave them a nice little house and a bird feeder, so, you know, we've done our duty. We'll have to revisit those sometime when they're, maybe a little more detailed. Tiny button for incubation. Let's get our first Tarbo. We'll do one male Tarbo. It's a little weird that it's, you know, Tarbosaurus batar, but it still says Tyrannosaurus over here and down here. It's because the Tarbos are just a variation on the Tyranno. But it does feel strange. Alright, so there's you. Let's finish deleting the trees in here. I was doing it during the nighttime, which made it a little bit hard to do properly. On account of you can't see if you're actually getting the trees or not. Alright. Exhibit size.
The one and only king of the tyrant lizards.
30 out of 12, yeah.
Is as big as the movies, and yet somehow even scarier. T-Rex has the most powerful bite force of any land animal on the planet. And if those massive jaws weren't threatening enough, you know it could swallow you and me both in one go. This is a creature of pure instinct, so let's hope it doesn't try to take back its kingdom anytime soon.
Get some redwoods. It's always a good view. Alright, so you're up there now. Good, good, good. Rock, substrate, sand, grass. I'm just trying to get a little bit of a, you know, forest underbrush type of vibe going here. It's a little too much in some of these areas. Let's try and, yeah, like feather in, I guess, a little bit of a transition zone. Causes a bit of lag actually while we're trying to do that. Whoa, that was kind of went crazy there, huh? Alright, well, it's an attempt. An attempt was made. Roughly, poorly. You can also try and, like, thread some... it's pretty intense. Whatever. Attempts were made. It doesn't look quite right, but it'll have to do. Water... Apparently you require a fair bit of water. Not sure why you like it so wet, but there you go, buddy. Let's smooth out a little bit here maybe because the water does get pretty strange. What's going on with the shadow there? That's really weird. The terrain kind of like overlaps the shadows. This is not exactly my best work in terms of an exhibit design, but we're not really here necessarily to build the most beautiful park we've ever seen, as much as we're here to figure out how the game do. Okay, well that just erased the water. Cool. Yeah, the smoothing tool doesn't really seem to work as well as I would like. It gets a bit weird in some areas with the water and stuff. Maybe the terrain elevation's too extreme here. Well, that kind of worked. It kind of did. Yeah, like the fact that smoothing actually has like interaction with the intensity slider is kind of weird. That gets really strange. Well, that's something. We've done something here. Just put some hills in over here at these weird low areas, I guess. And it's a little bit better, maybe. How are you doing? Still good on both of those. Now you just apparently need a feeder. Although it's not actually clear to me that feeders do anything right now. I've seen some... watched a review because I was curious what some other people think about the game. And that guy... in his experience, was thinking the feeder didn't do anything. Insects... yeah, so you could set an insect feeder. It doesn't actually work. Fish feeder doesn't actually work. So it's just meat, fruit, veg. That is a big ol' stack of meat. Okay, Mr. Tarbo. Welfare at half. What's the problem? Sustenance. Oh, it's his welfare, not his habitat or anything. Enrichment, a blood pumpkin. What the hell's a blood pumpkin? What? Is that a pumpkin full of blood? I mean, that's what you kind of would presume. Is that a thing? Like, do they give zoo animals occasionally pumpkin full of blood? There's our first big old theropod. What else do we need? Well, we're going to need some dung beetles. Exhibit score, 500. Bonus for ecology. Yeah. Alright. Dong beetles. How about one there? How about one over here? One over there. Throw one there. I don't think there's any reason not to just, like, shove 1,000 of these in an enclosure, kind of. Other than the fact that maybe they look a little out of place sometimes, but... Alright, we have enough here to incubate more. Tiny DNA button. We did a male. Let's get a female. This is a little weird over here. Yeah, it's a little bit more naturalistic looking. It's got like a redwood swamp vibe. That's not terrible. We have no power. I still don't know how power works because it's a mystery. Alright. Tarbo number 2, Lady Tarbo. Have at it, Lady Tarbo. Enjoy, team. I'm curious if the environment, 30 out of 12. Yeah, so it stays the same, just crowding changes. It seems like we could put like 4 more Tarbos in here, maybe. Which is something we'll keep in mind. I don't exactly intend to do it, but, you know. It's something we could certainly do. Let's get a Dinocaurus exhibit in too in a second here. I'm going to work on that off screen quick. Okay, our Dinocaurus exhibit's laid out here. I just connected it straight up to the Rex exhibit with a little bit of a weaker fence. Let's see what we can do here for eggs. We've got $2 million. A Dinocaurus is 100k. Female and male, obsidian, female and male, Mirificus, female and male. Mirificus. Yeah, obsidian, mantle, and petrichor. So 2 furry, 1 naked Dinochirus, which if there's any creature that looks really weird naked, it's Dinochirus. Followed closely by Therizinosaurs. Well, let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and a 6. Their plumage is not too distinctive. We could do 8 and do... let's just do these 6. That's fine. Because we're going to need a new dig site soon, too. So I think I want to try out Argentinosaurus as, you know, it's a big bastard, which is fun. $2 million. Yeah, okay. So we'll just sit here and let this go, and then we get some Argentinosaurs out. Yeah, so we've got viewing towers, bathrooms, restrooms. This whole segment of the park should be pretty well set up. We did hit 4 stars. Looks like probably off the back of animal diversity getting even better. Oops, we weren't running there. 1, 2, 3, 4, a 5, and a 6. And we're putting them in at night, which is just a bad idea. I'm probably just going to wait for daytime. Sun's coming up. Let's get some Dinochirus in here. We should also talk about exhibit scores, because this, I noticed something interesting in terms of what's been very successful in this park and what hasn't been all that impressive. Okay, so let's talk about this Tarbo pen. Also, what's this exhibit score? 420, but it's at a bad total. The Tarbos are worth 1,000 points in this exhibit. If we go over here to this exhibit, Nasudo plus Para, 6,000 points, and we go to this exhibit, 17,000 points. So this is our, like, king shit exhibit, which is just the combined Styrac, Lambe, Para situation. And really what it is it's probably this ecology bonus times 3 that's really, like, kicking in. Total animal rating 6,000 times 3 becomes 1,800. Yeah. So times 3 because we have 3 species from the same time period, region, and dig site together, I guess. So maybe part of what we should be doing is, like, having more combined exhibits. That might be the thing to do.
Now this is an interesting fellow. This dinosaur is called Dinochirus.
Space is good.
A name meaning horrible hand. First discovered as a giant pair of arms, we now know that Dinochirus resembled a huge humpbacked goose roaming the marshy wetlands of prehistoric Mongolia.
Well, we can do some different waters. We can do muddy water. Apparently you guys need a giant swamp as well. Well, there we go. Your forest need is apparently met, but is not the right trees, which is kind of an issue. Tree removal. Density 100%. Whatever mysterious foliage remains must go. I'm not, it's not immediately clear to me where there's trees anywhere near you, but okay. Okay, forest is at 0 now. Great. So, wetland, we can go ahead and go with a full-on, like, wetland vibe here. Oh, we can toggle all of these in and just go crazy with the brush, maybe? Now we're too far gone. Tree removal, density. There we go. See if we can smooth out the borders here a little bit around the water, which gets a little weird. We've only made it weirder with the shadows. They're doing their weirdness. The water needs a little bit of work. I'm not sure exactly what aspect of the water here is so problematic, but something about it is. Alright, big old Dinosaurus mud pit. There we go. Wowie. Cool. Alright, you guys should be good to go. You need food, feeder, whatever. Flat feeder. Slap that down over here somewhere. Some dung beetles. What are the Rexes doing? You guys generating any piles of dung in here that I need to take care of? Kind of seemed like you were at one point, but then I guess it's fine now because I did clean it up. Okay, great. And let's look at our little friends here. Do the track thing. There's one of you. There's one of you hiding over here in the trees. You're just up to your neck in the swamp. That seems appropriate. Here you go, coming out onto land. There's one of our naked ones. Also just trekking through the swampland. I mean, it's a proper looking swamp there. Very swampy for sure. Here's you coming up on the mud next to some reeds. Yeah, you know what? Not a bad swamp for something we just hammered together really fast here. The water, the big patch of water and mud with trees popping out of it pretty randomly is a good look, especially with the reeds mixed in. That's nice. That's solid. How is this exhibit in terms of like quality? Hello guys, you're all up here by the feeder, I guess. This exhibit, 2,400 on score. Okay. We're sitting on 4 million buckaroos. Let's go get that Argentinosaurus dig unlocked real quick. 10,000 per. Yeah, so we gotta tap out or cap out our science points here before we can even unlock an Argentinosaurus skin. That's fine. Okay. Might want some more Tarbos. In the meantime, while we wait for all those skins to get ready on the Argent. There's the one we went ahead and grabbed. The ring around the base of the neck and the skin pattern makes it look like its head detaches, which is a little crazy. Alright. Let's give our king a couple more concubines. We also don't have a full set of iguanodons in, right? We could slap in some more Iggies over here. We're rocking 3 of them.
One of the first dinosaurs to be formally named. Iguanodon is also one of the first dinosaurs to be sculpted. The original sculptures can still be seen in Crystal Palace Park in London. The artist behind the sculptures, Benjamin Waterhouse Hawkins, famously hosted an 8-course dinner inside one of the incomplete sculptures on New Year's Eve, 1853.
We're out of money.
How's that for a party?
Hee hee, no money left. Well, we're over 4 stars there. I don't think any of the existing dig sites had anything else that we could unlock at 4 stars. 1, 2. Release a 1 and a 2. Total animal rating 2,000. Kelby. Release 1 iguanodon. You're probably already a dupe of one in here. Yeah, I think these are the same one. They just have different skin saturations, which is a mechanic in the game that's pretty damn cool. Dinosaurs having slightly different palette colors like that at random. Really neat. What are we doing on money? 500K. How much is an Argent? 2,750,000 per. Okay, you know what? Forget extra iguanodons. We got a stockpile for Argents because those are going to be pretty expensive. In terms of our ratings, we're at 4 stars in animal diversity. And that is basically just the only thing keeping us off of 5 stars. Now I'm wondering if maybe spamming a lot of these smaller herbivores in enclosures like this is the way to go, because the exhibit appeal here is pretty high tier. Well, it's nice that my precious Styracosaurus combined with a bunch of hadrosaurs, which always look cool in big herds, is a really solid exhibit, it seems. I wonder, you know what? There's probably a solid argument for putting more dinos in here, too.
With a head like that, we must be looking at Styracosaurus. Styracosaurus belongs to a group of ceratopsians called centrosaurines, which tend to have longer nasal horns, shorter brow horns, and spiny frills. The famous Triceratops, in contrast, belongs to the chasmosaurines, which instead favour longer brow horns and long, simple frills.
An unappreciated distinction, the centrosaurians and chasmosaurians. I definitely gotta consider myself a centrosaurine person, you know, not just from Styrac, but even other centrosaurians are pretty neat. Yeah, let's bolster that Styrac herd a bit. Big ol' herd of Styracosaurs. Yeah, nothing's really changed here. Exhibit 99%. Probably, yeah, cleanliness a little bit. We can try and identify the position of any piles of refuse here and cover them with some dung beetles. Get them cleaned up a little bit more that way. I don't see any piles. Could be a temporary case of them not just quite haven't taken care of it yet. I'm not entirely sure exactly how the dung beetle mechanics work precisely. So, yeah, no dung to clean now, so must be doing alright. Well, this is definitely my favorite exhibit we have in the park here. Nice big hadrosaurs and styracos mixed in. Just good stuff. Good, cool, good, clean fun for the whole family. Alright, well, why don't we leave this one here, and then I can get to work on the Argentinosaurs, and we can stockpile enough money to pay for those next time. Looks like we have the skins finished already, because we're just swimming in points. Oh yeah, one last thing we should take a look at is what this score is up to. 20,000 points here. Good lord. Yeah, look at that. Look at our science points just shoot up. We're already almost back to 10. Just crazy. All right, until next time.